Okay, so today I have something super, super pretty to show you. We are going to work with Cricut's new Chameleon iron-on or Chameleon HTV. It's super, super pretty. Unfortunately, it's nighttime, so you can't, in daylight, it's even prettier at color shifts. So, super pretty though. So I'm going to show you how to use it because you can't layer on top of it. So I'm going to show you how to layer it with glitter. So super, super pretty. Let's get to it. Okay, so before we go to the press, we're going to make a quick stop in Design Space, and I'm going to show you how to get the color layer on the seashells. These fonts are two of my favorites. I'll link these in the video description. I'm also these two shells are from Cricut Design Space, and I am going to put the item numbers, so that you can pull them up yourself. I'm going to show you how to do the contour. So first we're going to select it and we're going to duplicate each of these two shells. Oops. We'll duplicate this one. Up here on the upper right, if you're not familiar, that's where the duplicate is. And now with that selected, you can see the bounding box. I'm going to go down here to the bottom right. I'm going to go to contour. And I'm going to scroll down. I'm going to click hide all contours and I'm going to click apply. And then I'm going to do the same thing with this one. And I'm going to click contour, and I'm going to click hide all contours and click apply. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to change these to a different color so that we can see what we're doing. And because the material cannot be, sorry, I'm going to send this to the back. Because this material that we're using, the Chameleon, cannot be layered on top of, we're going to do a cutout of it, okay? So right click, arrange, send to back. So now, if it were a material that we could layer on top of, we would just do that, and that would be it, and it would be done. For this, we're going to select both of these. We're going to click align, we're going to click center, and then we're going to go down here to the bottom right, and we're going to click slice, okay? And now that's going to give us our two layers that we need. So this layer and then this layer. And those are the two layers we need for that. And then we're going to do the same with this. So we're going to align, center, slice. And that'll give us our two layers that we need for this one. Get rid of this. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead, we're going to go over to the machine. I'm not going to, I'll meet you down at the press. I'm going to get these cut. I'm going to assume that you already know how to use your machine, so we're not going to go through the whole cutting and weeding process. We'll just go down to the press and we'll get it pressed so I can show you how to press the two layers of this. But if you're not familiar with how to do the cutting process and the weeding process, I have a ton of videos of that on my channel. So just, take a look for those. So, but for now, what I want to do is I want to move these. I'm going to put these back into place where I want them. And the reason is that if I don't weld this all together now, I won't be able to get a perfect, I won't be able to get it perfectly centered on the shirt. So I'll waste some materials by doing this, but at least I'll have, a perfectly centered design. So I'm going to select all of those. I'm going to go to the bottom right and I'm going to click weld, and that's going to make that all one layer. So we'll do that in the glitter, and then I'm going to make these each a different color, and then we'll go ahead, we'll send this to cut. I'll get these cut, I'll get them weeded, and I will meet you down at the press. Okay, so we are here at my press. You can see that this is the beautiful new Auto Press 2 that Cricut just came out with yesterday. I am in love with this machine. I'll link this in the video description as well. So this we're going to use the app for, which is one of the reasons that I love it. But you can follow along on your own press, just try to approximate the pressure, but you can follow along with the temperature and the time. So one of the reasons that I love this is I can click here, glitter iron on, and then it's a cotton, not cotton canvas, cotton, it's just a t-shirt, just a cotton t-shirt. So that's fine. So this is going to be perfect. So now it's going to be at 320 for 20 seconds for the glitter layer. The first thing it's going to do though is it's going to, so I have my shirt on there, right? You can see that I have a piece of Teflon sheet of Teflon on the bottom. That's just to protect your mat. So this, I have always used pressing pillows. With this press, you don't really need them, which is pretty fantastic. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to pre-press this now, even though it's hotter than it should be. That's okay. I'm going to just do the ooh, that's not true. I'm going to take this out of here. You also want to add sheet of Teflon on top, just to keep everything safe, keep anything from getting on your press or transferring over to your shirt. So I'm going to press that just for the 5-second pre-press. That's going to pull all of the moisture out of the shirt so that you get better adhesion with your iron on. So you always want to pre-press materials like this. Okay, move this out of the way. And we need this to get down to 320. I had heated it up too high. The last thing I did was sublimation. And sublimation is at 400. So this is still a little bit high. But that's another nice thing about this press. It goes up and down the temp on it. It heats up super, super fast. And it also cools down fast. That's okay. Well, I mean, it's almost there anyways. But while it's doing it, I'll show you how I find the middle point in my designs. Okay, so I just kind of bend it down the middle on top and bottom. So I have a press mark. And then I take the shirt. I mean, you can just eyeball it most of the time, but you can also take the shirt and do this. And that'll give you the center point. And then you can press that again like that, and that'll give you the exact center point. So we'll press that. And you can do that to press too. You can just click on that to press. Okay, so now we're going to have an exact center line. Oops. Okay, now we're going to have an exact center line, exactly where we want it. Okay, so that's the center line of our t-shirt. And now we already have the center line of this is right here and right here. So we can just line that up. You always want to go about 3 down, but that's 3 down from your design, not 3 down from these. So you kind of, it's actually generally 2.5 on kids anyways. So I'm going to put that right about there. Right about there is perfect. Okay, and now you're going to again cover it with your Teflon sheet. Close it, and now I'm going to click go. And now it's going to go for the full 20 seconds this time. Now, if you're using anything but glitter as your base layer, you would tack press it. You wouldn't press it for the full 20 because like standard iron-on shrinks a little bit when you press it. So when you're doing layers, you always just want to tack press until your final press. But for this, glitter doesn't shrink, so that's fine. Now, this glitter, this is a little bit older. This is a little trick. So when it's a little bit older, sometimes it can crack on you and it cannot peel perfectly. So a little trick is if you cold peel glitter that's a little older, it'll peel perfectly. So I'm going to put this on, I use a stone cutting board, a marble cutting board, and that cools it down super fast. So 1 second and I'll get this peeled off. Okay, so now we can peel this off of here, and that'll be a perfect press. This press is really just a beast. It's just fantastic. Didn't even question if it would be a perfect press because it just has been every single time. Even with these seams, the seams just, the way the base is built, the way the pillow is built on it, it just goes right down into it. So now we're going to want to make sure we place this perfectly. It's really important to get it correct. I'm going to put a little bit of heat tape down on that. Okay, and I'm actually going to be able to press both of these at once for the Chameleon. Perfect. Little tape down. Okay. All right, so again, I'm going to put my Teflon sheet on top. And close this. And now we're going to reset our press for the Chameleon. So with this, oops, no, that's not what we wanted. So if you ever do the wrong thing, you just push that button. Okay, so now for under my materials, I'm going to click Chameleon Iron On. And then that's still set. Oh, no, it's not set to that. So we're going to go back to t-shirt. Okay, and now it's going to say that it should be at 300 for 30 seconds for this layer. So now I'm going to click start. I'm going to click start project, but it's going to cool down first. Okay, so now it's going to cool down to 300. Now also this time, if you do have this press where it automatically sets to the pre-press, it doesn't know that we've already pre-pressed this material, so you can press skip on the upper right. Okay, so now this is down to 301. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click go. And it's going to drop down. It's going to close for 30 seconds. Okay, so now it's going to open. It's open. I'm going to open the tray. And we're going to bring this over. I am going to cold peel this. I actually did not look it up, but for anything holographic, I always cold peel, so I'm going to make the assumption, even though this isn't holographic, it is cold peel. That is shiny.